Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Yay!
SayIn episode. I don't know what episode this is, but we have Brent Judkins and Marta Tabares from Oh God, What Have I Done?
Oh God, what have I done?
Anyway, cool. So this was our first show. This is when we did our little what it was. It was the speakeasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just a little background for the people watching who don't understand. Finest City Improv had a speakeasy, which is like try anything type of show once a month, and it was specifically for groups that weren't already groups to try something out, to see if something happened. And Marta, Brenna, myself, and Neil, who's in this photo, just got together just to mess around, and it ended up being like really good. We had so much fun. So Brenna, you started to tell us a little bit about Babysitters Club, and I see that y'all have been on Twitch lately, doing some shows, and I love it because, you know, with this, whatever I'm doing here is a little bit of an intention to just try to keep improv alive, you know, through this thing. And so when I see you guys doing it too, I'm like, oh, I love it. I love it. So I'd like to ask that you do it a couple hours earlier so it's not past my bedtime. But other than that, I love it.
I forgot that you were super old and go to bed at 7.
8, come on. 8 o'clock. I'm not that lame.
You go to sleep at 8, really? Wow.
What's wrong?
Wow.
I get up early, man. I got a dog that wakes me up early.
Yeah, but 8 is like an 80 years old man. Seriously. Yeah. Like, you are not that old, okay? 8 is way early.
8 o'clock p.m.
Wow.
Sorry. We're good.
Okay.
Better than clear in any of it, though.
Why do I have a lighter near my computer? I don't know. On Twitch, we encourage interaction. We'll ask them, what prop do you want to see us use? Or like, what lines do you want to try to see us use and then justify? Or where do you want to see us go? And then we change our background to that background. And so
yeah, I heard one where you're like, should they go to the mall or should they go to the zoo or whatever it was?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's like a choose your own adventure type of improv show.
Every week we raise money for Black, Indigenous, or people of color organization, or just a specific person who is an artist or is part of an organization, or we work with LGBTQIA+ artists. How
do we see the Babysitters Club?
We are on Twitch, twitch.tv/coffeehouse, all one word, _ productions.
She was pretty cool. She's actually also like done a lot of art and performance and theatrical work and whatnot. And so like we did actually get to connect a little bit on improv. We did talk about improv for a minute and just like what you get out of improv. And what's funny is that like listening, you know, is such a huge key. It's just so funny how active listening, you hear about it, you talk about it, you read about it, you know, and you're just like, yeah, I get it. Listen. And then it wasn't for me until
whatever you say.
It wasn't until improv that I was like, you really start practicing listening, and then you know, sometimes it's like, oh, I get it. Like really listening to like all the things that the character that your partner is implying and all the details they are dropping and the things that they're not, and like the spaces that you can fill in and how that applies to everything.
Okay, never mind. I'm going to tell you some good stuff about myself. What were you asking me about my show, right?
Mm-hmm. I was. Don't get too excited, Jason, okay?
I love when he gets like this. He gets like so flustered that he's not positive.
This is our first show at Turk Moto. This is the one, The Office, I think.
Mm-hmm. This is after I birthed Neil live on stage.
And then Marta and I picked him up and handed him to you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's your baby. And this one was a really strange show. This one was where I was fishing. We were fishing with body parts. That was your fault, Martha. You want a location, you said?
Yeah, location.
Okay, check it out. Stars dressing room.
Star's dressing room.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Fun, right?
I like it. Uh-huh. Once upon a time, there was how do you say, fashion designer who was getting very excited about his first line of new clothes, and he decided that he was gonna get all the popular pop singer stars for his show in the catwalk for his new line of fancy clothes.
Every day, Juan Barretistica called all of the stars that he wanted. He called everyone. Every day he called a new person. One day, Zac Efron. The next day, Julie Benedict. The next day, Franklin Roosevelt. The list just goes on and on.
One day he ran out of people to call. He had gone through his entire phone book app in his phone. He had gotten out the diary that he used to keep of everyone's phone numbers. He went through that. There were like AOL email addresses in there. He had exhausted all of that. And he'd only gotten 2 celebrities to sign up with him. One was Robert Wagner of Heart to Heart fame. The second was what's her name? Angela Lansbury.
Right.
Yeah. Murder, She Wrote.
I don't know any of those, but because of that, he still got happy because he was a happy guy, and he was like, hey, I got 2 out of 1,000 to get into my new line of fancy clothes. And they are actually very happy wearing my super short shorts, special line for summer events, which has lights on the very top, trimming the very border of the shorts, and with matching fancy cowboy hat with a feather. And the pop artists love the idea. So, he was really happy and proud of himself that he got 2 artists to get into his line to wear his clothes.
Because of that, Angela Lansbury and
Robert Wagner
were walking down the runway with the feather hat and the short shorts.
With lights.
Robert Wagner and the lights. And Robert Wagner looked amazing. And he's like 95, but he's rocking it. And because of that, there was everyone was just like, Robert Wagner's the new sex god.
So because of that, Robert Wagner ended up having this amazing career revival. Everyone forgot about the fact that he was implicated in the murder of Natalie Woods, and they were like, dude, his ass looks insane in those shorts. Have you seen him in those shorts? He was wearing LED Daisy Duke booty shorts everywhere he went. Every black tie event, every charity ball, every new interview he went on, he talked to Dr. Phil, and they had a very lovely conversation about booty shorts and whether there was in fact algae on the step to the dinghy off of their boat.
Until finally, Robert, at his 90 years old, 90 years, whatever, he got hired. He got hired actually by the police department. They absolutely forgot the murder that he committed. And they actually thought that because he actually committed murder, he knows the mind of a murderer. So they found him to be such a great tool to investigate more murders in his super fashion new shorts. That was the only way he could go out there to research new murders.
Until finally, the Zodiac Killer was discovered by Robert Wagner while he was walking down Times Square in his LED booty shorts. And because he was he was walking right down the middle of Times Square and all the cars were stopping because they saw the booty shorts, and he tackled the Zodiac Killer, and he became an American hero.
And ever since then, anybody who ever purchased LED booty shorts from that line has gone on an FBI watch list because it is a very good indicator for homicidal tendencies.
And see.
LED booty shorts, yay!
What a gift. Puff of smoke?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that in the graphics. Okay, ready? And good night.
You are the finest thing I've ever seen. You're a superconductor, magnetic machine. Hypnotized, can't avert my eyes. You're so chilled that the temperature rise. Electricity between you and me. That's what it's got to be. Bring me to my knees. Electricity, electricity, electricity between you.